Yo, this is good. Shout out to this is your boy Cata-Lust. Follow me on socials.
Yeah, Dubb, this is what we do, bro.
How you know this is what we do on
Dog,
the
this is what we do. We need to make that. We need to make that guap stacks, dog.
Dog, we need to capture the film industry. That's all I want, dog.
Dog, I'm happy with you, dog, because you're doing the score shit.
That's where the money's at.
You're doing the score shit, bro.
That's where it's at. Bro, I'm looking at this lens I'm like, this is fire.
My nigga, dog.
Like,
When did we get to the point where cameras start following us, dog?
Bruh, and that's the point we needed from the beginning. You know? And what sucks about it is that the young kids already caught on to it quick. I'm like, damn, bro, we should have caught on to it too quick, you know?
Dog, how long we known each other?
Bruh,
10,000
working.
10,000 hours.
You know?
I think it's on the 10th now. I think we're on the 10th, bro.
10th hour.
10th year, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I was speaking to Jimmy about it.
Yeah.
Nigga, we've known each other for too long.
Too long, bruh.
Too long, dog.
Too long on the grind.
Today at Blue Room Studios in Braamfontein, like they housed us, and first of all, shout out to these guys, man. Like, yo, can we get some work on Sia, brand? Sia's so dope, dog.
Hey man, Sia's the one.
So Sia's the one, dog. Sia just put on dope. He's very, he was the engineer today, and I think he's so dope. Actually, we'll get into some of the work that he's done throughout the course of this of the podcast. So we're on episode 2 of the S.I.N.S EP, which if you don't know stands as an acronym S.I.N.S, which is Sounds in New Sound. If you've heard the Before the Press, you know that the album was about myself, and I think that this project is about just relatable content in terms of we all go through some shit, and I figured, you know what, 7 sins, somebody's gone through one of those sins. So 7 tracks. This is the road to those 7 tracks. This is the second joint we've recorded, which is produced by my man Dubb Mandela, SP Dubb. He was actually on the first album as well. He produced the joint with me and Verb. This is family, man. We've been. I think I'm counting 10 years now. For a minute, I think I'm counting 10 years this year. I also want to introduce Noyas, executive producer on this project, and this is the executive producer on the first project. So like, this is quite monumental, and I think there's a lot of power in this room.
They gon' see the rap of my God. Pray for the men for the list. They gon' see the rap in the law. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a here I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math in the law. They gon' see the rap in the law. Then look at this going on. They gon' see the rap going on.
What's very interesting about you as an artist is that, oh, dog, you got fire bars, number one. Yeah. And also, he's got a project coming out, guys, which is going to be unfair because he produces his own beats. Really fucking unfair.
Which I work with other people too, you know?
Oh, are you actually working with other people?
Yeah, so I'm not just solely doing it as well, you know? Like, I'm
who's on it?
Connecting with other producers. Like L.E.S, I'm also working with him.
Okay, Blast. You know? Blast is dope.
So, I'm also connecting with other producers, you know? So, it's just that.
Is it just Blast?
No, it's Blast that I've already started working with currently, yeah. So, I mean, the project is not very fully done. I mean, yeah. But, like, he's the one that I've...
Do I have to, like, pay you for a verse to get onto the project?
No. Obviously, it's my project, you know. So, for a verse, I'm not going to charge. So, it's like a feature. In fact, you should be asking me.
I'm just like, dog, I asked you so long ago, like, yo, let's get on the fucking project.
I should be asking you for the price. What is your price for
I texted you my price. You know the price,
but
dog.
We're all hustling at the end of the day.
Yeah, dog. I'd probably do that shit for free for you, dog. Yeah, give it for free.
I'm saying, like, even though you can do work for free, it's okay to at least give each other incentive on work we are doing, because I mean, at the end of the day, what we're doing is not for nothing.
No, it ain't.
So I want to feel as important as you feel because
Yeah.
you're also putting in work at some price.
Yeah.
So I also want to feel like at least I'm worth something that
Facts.
you're doing as well, So if I'm doing my project and I'm calling you, I at least have to give you some sort of incentive, Obviously, since we close, I'm not gonna charge you. I know you're not gonna charge me. Like, dog, we know this nigga beats
This
like
nigga.
10K. And then I come through to you and I'm like, yeah, dog, it's 10K a beat, nigga. I don't play games.
So we cut each other off. So we square. You on my 10K beat, I'm on your 10K verse. So we cut each other off. I'll catch you on the royalties. It's fine, bruh. I catch you on the royalties, bro. It's cool.
It doesn't have to be a huge amount, but it's just understanding that we are all in a professional space right now. That's how we are working. And money makes things professional because now we understand that your time is money and my time is money as well.
Facts, bro.
It's not the fact that dog, I can do whatever I want to, And then maybe you pitch up late for a session, but because I know you, I'm gonna disrespect you because of that. That's madness. And because I know you, it's madness. But
Facts, bro.
That we were supposed to shoot at this time. You come in at this time. I know you made the beat, bro.
Yeah, dog.
But we working professionally. I'm paying for that.
I'm naming them the 7 deadly sins, all of them. I don't care if it's catchy or not.
Wrath. W-R-A-T-H.
W-R-A-T-H. Wrath.
W-R-A-T-H, yeah.
I like the style of the I like the ad-libs.
The ad-libs, okay, cool. Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Oh my God. Pray for them nevertheless. Pray for them. They gon' feel the wrath when you're on. When I'm on. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a, yeah, I'm on. Yeah, I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. I'm invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. Yeah, I'm on. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. When I'm on. Bella, U.S. and Wando. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. When I'm on. Kata, you the best. Drano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. When I'm on. Bella, U.S. and Wando. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. When you're on. Kata, you the best. Drano.
Okay, check. Like you see where like you say red and like I just try to have like a lower voice. Yeah.
Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Pray for them nevertheless. They gon' feel the wrath of the Lord. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a, yeah, I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. They gon' see the rap when you're on. Damn, I would dance and I know. They gon' see the rap when you're on. Gotta you the best, run on. They gon' see the rap when you're on. Damn, I would dance and I know. They gon' see the rap when you're on. Gotta you the best, run on.
Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Pray for them nevertheless. They gon' feel the wrath when you're on. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a, yeah, I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. Yeah, they gon' see the wrath when you're on. Bella, U.S. and Wando. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Yeah, you the best.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Alright, cool.
Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Pray for them nevertheless. They gon' feel the wrath when you're on. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a, yeah, I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Bella, U.S. and Wando. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Canada, you the best, Drano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Bella, U.S. and Wando. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Canada, you the best, Drano. Narrate some hell like the chosen one. Come on! Let him curse, this is murder shit. Yeah. This is the wrath of the Holy One. It's a testament to never in your need. They're the medicine invincible intellism.
From a concept perspective, so when I thought of wrath, I looked it up. I'm a strong Christian, so like I had to kind of like step back and be like, my topic is very Christianic. It's very spiritual, and like when they talk about wrath of God, I had to like look for examples of that. And then not everyone's spiritual, but like I think what's important for me on the song is like, how do I reference that now? You know, like, yo, what is the wrath of God? Like everyone wants to be kind of like successful and stuff like that. So I like, and the thing that kept popping in my mind is like, when it comes to side hustles, we all want to like show up, bro. We always want to be like, yeah, but dog, you know, like my producing is what made me famous. It's not my call center job. True. It's because you can't become famous from a call center job unless you work for Outsurance. But the truth is like what does revenge being success look like? You know, like if your revenge is success, because a lot of people take revenge for the wrong reasons. And what I wanted the song to be is, in all honesty, was like a song that's just like, yo, bro, instead of focusing on how other people are treating me, I need to focus on what I need to do. I hear what they're saying, because you hear what they're saying in the song. Like, I like when I talk about the polo being, the polo as a sacrifice. Actually, like you've made you want, everybody wants a Lambo. That's the end goal, bro. The Lambo is the thing, but like we've got to start at the polo, and it's not, and that's just a euphemism for like, it's not the car. It could be even where you're staying, though. You could be staying Kopek room somewhere. But like you mustn't take that shit for granted, because you got a bed, you got something to sleep on, you got something to do. So like for me, it was just like, that was my first car. That's why I chose a Polo. It was a white Polo, dog. Hey, bruh, I love that car, dog. But and when I look at what I'm driving now, not to say anything, I'm like driving a fancy car, a Lambo or anything, but it's like, it's progress. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes life interesting, is that, you know, when you stop competing with other people,
And the aim is to be happy.
Dog.
You know, like right now, we happy, but we're not that happy. You know, but the aim is to be happy. When you go out, you like, I don't have to stress about like nothing, bro.
That's true.
When you go out, like you're happy. You're not stressing, like you know that I'm sorted, bro. Like my life is good. Right now, we're not happy. We're just happy. When you say like, yo man, I'm happy, dog. Okay, like you're happy like for now, but tomorrow you're not gonna be that happy. As yesterday. But the aim is to stay happy. You know, fly to Dubai. You know, like without stress. You know, go anywhere, dog, like without stress. When you go to studio, dog, like you sound happy too. You're not sounding like ish. Like I'm happy, but you know, like us as producers too. Like your skill of beat making tells a lot where you come from.
Shit, bro. I had ideas, but I wasn't thinking, and then life, dog. Dog, life will throw you many ways, dog. I got up to yesterday and I was pissed, bro. I was pissed. I was like, fuck. I've got nothing.
Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Pray for them nevertheless. They gon' feel the wrath when you're on. Make it clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a here I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. They're low dancing, I know. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Cata, you the best, Drano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. They're low dancing, I know. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Cata, you the best, Drano.
Dog, just wanted to get your opinion on like the dub production versus the actual final outcome of the joint. What do you think? You don't have to say you like it also. Just be honest.
Let me be honest. No, it's dope. It's fire, bro. Like I like how, like I was saying earlier, you know, how unorthodox it is, man. and it bangs, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I like how you like how Kata came through, you know, on the joint, like in terms of just embodying that what he's saying, you know, wrath, you know, your energy. It sounds like it, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's very cohesive, like the vocals, beat, it just works, dog. It works, dog.
Yeah, it's
It's fire,
interesting.
dog.
Like, I think I don't know. It's a pretty hard beat for me personally. It was hard to write. To be honest, I was telling Dubb, I actually only wrote it yesterday, and finished most of the second verse today. It was actually quite hard to write, especially when you think about the hook versus what I needed to say. I had a different verse, bro. Like, I had a different verse, and then I recited it back to myself, and I was like, yo, bro, you know when you get caught up in just writing about bars and just writing bars for bars, and it doesn't sound like it's cohesive to what the story that you're trying to tell. So like, it's cool that we got to the point where we're like, are you, like, the hardest part about this process is actually like calling yourself out and saying, yo, bro, are you actually talking about the sins in the right way, like, and getting the concept right. Yo, what's good, people? You know, we've been on the road to actually like putting this project together, and I'm a firm believer in extending the conversation of what songs mean. So, you know, we've been in studio, you've checked that out. Now there's another element I'd like to add. So I thought, you know what, let me bring through my friends, and just have a conversation about, you know, in this sense, sins and what they mean right now. So it's weird because I'm talking about my music, but they're talking about my music, but we're doing it like about the culture. But yeah, we're doing it. But I'd like to introduce my friends, man. We've got O.G, we've got Fiflaa, we've got DJ ZanD. They're the three-way, and we've got YFM in the building, basically, who have been holding it down for hip hop for a very, very long time. And you know what's cool is that, you know, as friends, we can have conversations about where the culture is going and how we actually have to do things differently. So, OG, how you doing, my brother?
I'm good, dog. Good to see you.
Good to see you, my bro.
Ah, man, shout out.
We
Thank
have
you for bringing us
sanitized
out here, dog. Thank you for bringing us out here. We're happy to be here. You know us. We hip hop heads.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
trying to bump music. That's all. That's what we're about, dog. And you know that. So.
Fiflaa?
Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for having us, man. It's really dope to be right here on set with my team,
Yes.
with my faves.
Shout out to this is the first lady of hip
This
hop.
is the first lady of hip hop right
first
now.
lady of hip hop.
Shout out to that.
So it's really good to be here. I'm super excited. Can't wait to discuss what we need to discuss right here tonight. I mean, today.
Tonight. It looks like tonight. You're
It
right.
does.
Right.
And then we got ZanD.
It's a night in New Zealand.
Yeah,
What's happening? Shut up, man. Looking forward to the music. You know, it's all about the music for me.
absolutely. So, like, you guys have not heard anything, which is pretty cool. And the reason why I did that is that I don't want to preempt reactions. So, the idea is for everyone to actually feel it. How I made this project is based on feeling. I used to make music based on concept, and then hopefully let it plug into a certain genre or feel or popularity. And then with this project, I was just like, nah, screw that. I'm actually going forward. It's just around, I make music with feeling. And this is what the feeling drew me to. So first song we're going to play is called Wrath. Wrath is, it's an interesting one. It was produced by SP Dubb. Dubb is a long-time friend of mine, so we've been making music. He was on my first album, and he produced my track with Proverb. So I felt like, you know, it would be paying homage to what we've been doing for the past couple of years. And without further ado, man, let's play this music. And
Can we pause before we play the music?
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn, are we ready to
Let's pause.
for people that don't know Cata-Lust like that?
Yeah.
what kind of music are we expecting here? Like, you know, what kind of rapper
Yeah,
are
yeah.
you? Like, are we expecting you to be trapping out here? Are you gonna sing on a couple of songs? Because I think all of us listen to hip hop differently. That's
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
so we're gonna take it in different ways. And like you said, we haven't heard anything.
You haven't heard anything.
So you want our natural reactions.
Absolutely.
And bro, you've never disappointed me on anything I've heard from you.
Wow,
so ZanD's
bro,
heard
that's
the
heavy.
music.
Joint I've heard from you has been really dope.
That's
Yeah, no,
heavy.
he's-
So
You've heard the music?
standards are up there.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
heavy, bro. That's heavy.
Nice.
Like I'll be honest, I'm a purist of the form, man. Like I love writing. I think there's so much we can tell in writing. Like I grew up in an era where writing was very important.
Yeah.
And that's why we still have the Method Mans, the Red Mans, who still are relevant. I mean, when we watched Versus, Dipset versus the Locks, man, it was purely about just, you know, stage presence, the writing, and how you can engage with the crowd. So it is revolutionary. I believe my music is revolutionary in terms of sound, right?
Okay.
But I have to keep the essence of what brought me to this room, is the pureness of actually telling a story, writing, and actually leaving a message. So and it's no offense to anybody else doing it differently. It's just the lane I've picked, and it makes me happy. And I think that's what music should be about. If we're choosing to do music, it shouldn't be around anything else. If it makes you happy, I can't fault you. You know. So yeah, dog, you're gonna hear some bars.
Thank you.
Always.
That's what I wanted to know. Like,
Yes,
are we
and
gonna?
We've had a lot of
trapping?
chats around your music,
Yeah.
and also how like one of your biggest inspirations is Lupe Fiasco.
Ish.
I mean, look at his
snap.
shirt, like so it's
Oh,
the
snap.
cool.
yeah.
So,
So-
it's like the cool.
It's exactly the cool. So
How like the cool album cover.
it was designed based on the guy who designed it. The exact image it was the Lupe Fiasco logo,
Yeah,
the
I
cool
see it.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
thing. So, but it does read
snap.
Cata-Lust for
I
the
see
people who
it,
don't
yeah.
know. CA, so it's CATALUST.
snap.
Yeah.
So it's and that's
see
the
that.
it's and that's the thing. It's like that you don't see it initially.
Yeah.
That's the music as well. So,
Mm.
but when you figure it out, you're like, oh shit, that's the thing, and it looks like a face. So I was just like, man, that's exactly how I want to represent it. Want to represent myself. It's a bit complicated, but like, hey man, it's who I am, and
Hip hop is complicated.
it is complicated. There's so many stories around it, you know. And yeah, this is just a direct inspiration from someone who's actually done it for me in hip hop, you know.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
I ain't
To the
seen that.
music, guys. Let's get
Cool.
to the
Let's,
music.
now we wanted to get a feel of you before we get to the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we
Yeah.
know how to react to the music as well. Like,
And I'm humbled, man. I really am. I think what's really cool is that to know I may not be on your playlist right now, but it's good to know that you guys are actually, you know that I exist
Yeah.
as an artist, because people fall away and it's like, what is he doing now? Is that a call center? Not to say call centers are bad, but it's like, hey man, he's moved away from the thing, and I've never moved away. It's just I was refining the entire time to get the music absolutely right for where I am in my life and for everyone else to listen. Right.
dope, bro.
I don't want to hold you back anymore, guys. Like, I'm excited about the music.
Let's play
So,
the music then. We
yeah.
know rappers, man.
They're always excited.
We don't want to talk though. Let's just listen.
So guys, can we play it? Let's see how you guys can react, and then we'll talk about it afterwards and hear your thoughts on it. If it's
100%.
whack, real niggas know.
Yeah. And don't hate us if we hate it.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
Word.
It's all good.
Your revenge is success. They gon' feel the wrath of my God. Pray for them nevertheless. They gon' feel the wrath when you're on. Make a clap, I'm impressed. I don't give a, yeah, I'm on. Say a little prayer and invest. They gon' see the math when you're on. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Vela udese wano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Kata, you the best, Drano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Vela udese wano. They gon' see the wrath when you're on. Cata, you the best, journal. They've been doubting how you hustle in the street. You've been keeping it 100, never clouded, never weak. Tick tock, time is running, wind it up and see. While they tick tock, when I spin, I run it up, achieve rap. Like I know I built the ark. He just listened to the vision that was spoken in the stars, huh? They don't know it, you're a god. In his image, keep the mission, you're a soldier, make a mark.
So that's Wrath. One part of 7 tracks on my EP. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts.
You said that must be Dubbs.
That's SP, yeah, that's SP Dubb. SP Dubb. SP Dubb.
Okay.
He did he did Big Star and Questa's Jam. He executive produced Yellow.
Jimmy Wiz.
Jimmy Wiz. It's SP Dubb. Yeah. So it's that Dubb.
Okay.
Dubb Mandela. That's how he
Yes.
calls himself. So he's he produced that beat.
Okay, shout out Beats.
Yeah.
You know, tick.
Tick.
The bass line is crazy on the
Yo.
beat.
Oh,
Yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Cadence, you got it. Yeah, definitely tick.
Yeah.
I had some influences there.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, dog. I heard some influence. What did you
I
hear?
can tell that you do listen to Eminem as well.
Yes.
Cool.
I can tell that you do listen to the old school.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because you rap. Yeah, man, it's pretty much it's a dope joint to open up an EP with. I think.
Yeah.
Is it track 1?
Is it track?
I'm not sure yet. There's
it's
gonna
not
be
even the order.
It's not even the order yet. So we're literally we've literally got all the joints. We haven't ordered them yet. There is a title track to it, which is so guys, it is an acronym. So S.I.N.S does stand for something, which we'll get back to you at the end of this. But like it is really just you guys are in the moment of the project. So it could come up. It could be the first joint to open shit up, or it could be the last joint to end shit. So we're not even there from an executive perspective. It's just like, how do we get people to hear what's going on, and actually hear what's going on in hip hop right now. And I'm just in that space with y'all.
I actually thought that this is the first joint because it's the kind of joint that makes you floss a little, you know? Yeah. This is what I'm about.
My only thing with if this is the first joint on the album, that means the whole album, well, not the whole, but the EP needs to be up tempo for a little bit now, because this is one of those. It's a hard song. It's very
hard.
Yeah, it's not those laid back type of.
Yeah, so it's a joint that is definitely a contender for a single, but definitely around energy. That's what I was going for. It's got this shock value when you hear it, and even the spaces that I allowed myself to be like pause for a little, let them take in the bar thing. So that's the shock value of the purest what hip hop does. Like purest lyricists do that. They sometimes leave the bar lying there, and you just like, what do you think? You know. So yeah, that's what I think. So
you kept reiterating that it's a sermon. I kept hearing like,
this
is a sermon. So I don't know if you want to start off your EP like, I'm about to finish off the sermon, or like just carry through with that theme. What else do I want to add? Also, it's the first time I hear you add like vernacular tracks.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool. So you like now you're trying to show your versatility a lot more, which is dope to see. I never expected that. Oh, there's a line. I was like, it's you now. You're now taking that direction.
That's the hook, man.
Yeah.
How does the hook go?
And
Sorry.
What is it? They gonna see the wrath when you're on. Vele udese ngwano. They gonna see the wrath when you're on. Cata, you the best. Jono. So there is definitely more of a neck thing in this entire project.
Yeah.
Even like every other song is got.
Is there a reason why? Like, did you pick up maybe that there's a trend in hip hop that a lot of tracks perform, or some hip hop tracks perform better when you do add that vernac element, or is it just because you were like, you just wanted to add it just for?
It's the way I speak, actually.
Okay.
Like, I realized that I actually want it to be a converse. Like, I want people to, when they meet me, to be like, yeah, no, I this is how he does speak. So like, the idea now rhyming it was so much easier. Like putting it into bars was just like, yeah, but this is what I would say. So it's and I think in the first album, I dabbled with it a little bit, but now I'm just like, come on, and it can be seen as you're trying to fit into a sector within the South African sphere, but I just genuinely speak like that. So
but there's nothing wrong with that though.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, because we need our hip hop to sound like our hip hop.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong in a way if Nasty just rhymes in English.
Yeah.
Or A-reece does, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just nicer when like a South African element is added in our hip hop. You know?
I saw Fiflaa was like, oh, what that's it? Like that reaction, like I didn't expect that. So yeah, so like in essence, man, the song is the even the first line that you hear on the song is which we're gonna get into now is like, your revenge is success. They're gonna feel the wrath when you're on, you know. And I wanted to ask you guys, like, from your opinion, as to where you guys are in life and where you guys are as a group and individually, like, have you had that experience, or is that what you're partly going through right now? Like, revenge has been, now you're in that place, so like, yeah, guys, now you see me. You know?
Hey man, I'll be texting my exes like, hey, bro, you didn't see that shit? Like, comment, subscribe.
You still have their numbers. That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, not in a business sense, but in life generally, it's always a nice kickback to be on some. Oh, but you thought I wasn't gonna make it. And I think even hip hop is based on that in a sense. Like it's that. Oh, you thought I wasn't gonna get out the hood. Now I'm out the hood and I'm blowing up off hip hop. So that's just generally how it's. I get the thought process behind it. So I've been in that situation.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't say it's like that for everyone.
Yeah. But like for me personally, why I wrote that line was just like, I've had, like, to your point, it's like even to exes, it's like, yeah, I'm going to show you one day. And then, but then as you evolve, it almost comes like, but is that what that might feel? You know?
No.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, that's the best form of revenge you could have for yourself in terms of pushing yourself. So now we're actually gonna play the game Truth or Truth. So this is how the game goes, guys. It's very simple. I'll move between each of you. So what I'm gonna do, right? And it's very quick. I'm gonna put up a word, and you have to say the first thing that comes to mind. Is that quick? Is that cool?
Yeah.
Because that will be your honest truth, right?
So we got like a second to
We
answer
got
this.
literally a second. Right. So I'm gonna start with OG.
Right. Sex.
Cool.
Bums.
I didn't see the word. What was the word?
Stop.
Choco. Damn, I just think of my brother because that's DJ Chalk.
Okay, cool. That's what you thought of.
Truth or truth? At the moment, it just goes straight to the Fergusons, man. So Shauna, you know,
R.I.P.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Or that and the language.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That what pops in your head.
Yeah.
Are you okay? So there's a video where that lady says, Ramaphosa, are you okay? That's what that lady said.
All right, let's wrap it up with ZanD.
This man is cheating us, dog. We want the music, bro. Stop trying to make us run around looking for the thunder.
Wait, I have one more. Do I have one more? Yeah. I've got one more. Actually, you know what? This is for you.
I'm gonna go rapper Ace Hood.
Oh, okay. What does it mean for you?
Cards.
I actually thought Master Ace.
Master Ace.
Master Ace.
Oh, Master Ace.
Yeah.
Yo, that's interesting. Right? No one thought Ace Makashvili.
Nah.
What?
We have no time for SA politicians out here. No.
Nah,
All right, thanks, guys. Look, thank you so much for coming through.
Can I ask before you cut?
Sure.
What's the motivation behind the cards? Why those words?
Because truth, it's a signal. We all have signals in our brain that allows us to answer things truthfully. And the basis behind sins is the part that we actually don't want to be honest with each other about, to ourselves about. So when we never believe that we've made a sin, or we've lied, or we've hurt someone, or we've cheated, or we think. So the idea behind it is, what is my first thought? If it's wrong, then you know it's true. If it's right, then you also know it's true. But how you tell the truth is what first pops into your mind. It's just the human psyche.
So, for example, when you use people's names specifically, so like Cyril and Shona, was it also like, is it kind of like a judgment thing as well because of the scandals that maybe they've had?
It's actually around what you are thinking about them.
Okay.
That's your honest thought about them. Are you okay?
And that's
I wish I had seen it. I would have said bastard.
And I would have thought Marikana. Three different perspectives on it. You know?
That's deep, bro. Like that should be made a public holiday, guys. Like for real. Like that thing is not cool, bro. Like I really believe that it's absolutely important. So yeah, it's a human psyche thing. Okay. People usually tell the truth when they put on the spot quickly, or they'll tell their instant thought about something. You know, if they say cheated and they say ish, you know, it's a little bit
that man is within cheat.
Lastly, guys, what did you think of the promo? Did you dig it?
Pretty dope, man. Yeah,
I liked it, man. It gave me that that old school feel of, hey, I'm about to rap again, you know?
Yeah.
When you're in the booth and your lights is dimmed up, I'm seeing that, oh, okay, you got your paper out, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, the homie's about to rap on this album, which is what I'm thinking you're going to do based off the track.
Yeah. I'm going to rap.
And you're going to sing a bit?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
Can you sing?
Listen,
ZanD knows
this auto-tune out here.
Hey man,
you can manipulate the voice.
But T-Pain is tired of that shit.
Bro, if DMX could sing on his songs,
exactly,
anybody can sing.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between singing and like harmonizing music, you know?
I think
like if you can harmonize, like Drake's not a singer, I think. He harmonizes good.
He can hold a note.
Notes, yeah.
If you can hold a note, you can get away with so much.
Yeah.
And then you need a coach afterwards. Like I think Draco's got a dope coach who gets him to do those things. I definitely can hit a note. I'm not in the league of Christina. I'm not. Just do not expect that. Do not expect Maxwell. But I'm definitely wanting you to feel something in the music. So not all the tracks are this hard. As well. We've got some pretty mid-tempo songs because it's around a feeling. You know, let's say it's envy. You know. That's a pretty deep feeling. Like it's like, hey, but it's also a sin to like, I shouldn't want to be like somebody else. So those are the type of things that I had to draw into as an artist to be like, yo man, how did I feel when I saw that? And it wasn't as erratic or as harsh as what wrath would be. You know what I'm saying? So
it's only hitting me now. The 7 sins. So gluttony, envy.
Yeah.
I forgot the others, but
So
I mean, obviously, yes.
It's lust, envy, gluttony, sloth, wrath, what is it? Pride and greed.
Yeah.
7.
Sure.
So I'm literally being that blatant about it.
Yeah.
Every song is called one of the sins. It's not going to be trying to figure it out. I want to make it as easy as, so that is an embodiment of what wrath is in modern day time, or I believe should be. Is that if we were to use it positively, you know, your revenge can be your success used wisely. And that's what that song is about.
Bro, if you've conceptualized everything so much, why don't just call it an album?
Facts.
I know it's 7 tracks, but 7 tracks are enough to call it an album.
This is the argument, eh?
Like, bro, like you've put so much thought into this whole thing. You've worked so hard to do, like, even the promo looks proper, you know?
Yeah.
Like, think about it. I don't know.
But imagine what I do in the album.
Nah, don't do that. Rappers like to do that. Like, you guys like to do that. Sometimes, you know, you don't even know. I mean, even during COVID, it showed us that, like, we don't have that much time on our hands. So if you've got some good body of work, you might not feel like it's your best work. But for somebody else, it's a very good album. even if it's not that dope, doesn't land, drop your second album. That might be better. But for us to keep doing EPs and whatnot, like we need to start giving our quality music the respect it deserves. And I think if you're gonna conceptualize this album like that, dude, like make this thing happen.
It's a definite.
You're telling a story right now, you know. Even through us being here, you're running a whole journey. Your music videos are gonna be telling a different story as well. This is how you campaign and you project, like you put together a project in 2021. I think for an EP, this is a lot of work, dog. How to just drop my EP.
Take it and go. Yeah, I'm definitely take that into consideration, because when we think about how we, just as a team, how we've been putting the project together from this is an episode, it's not album. So as I was saying, like the next episode we'll have, for Greed, we're gonna have an entertainment lawyer. For Sloth, we're gonna have somebody who deals with mental wellness. So it's an extended version of what you're actually hearing. So I want to be able to contextualize content and music on every platform. So when you can see this on YouTube, whatever platform it is, but then you can still listen to it on Spotify and still be able to enjoy it. And from hearing this conversation, it adds a different lens to what it means to actually, to enjoy the music. And I think that's something for me that when I thought about putting this project together, it's like, yo, how do I leave a mark on something that's so dear to me? So yeah, you're right. I think it could be an album.
It should be. It
should be, bro.
It's definitely a lot of thought process. But the idea for us as an engine is to continuously do it. Yeah. So after this album, I'm back in studio I've got already another EP waiting to start again, and this process will begin again. Yeah. Where we just want to be able to give an artist as myself, who is not signed to a record label, the ability to stand up against somebody who is, by giving content that is relevant, number one. Number two, just showing who you are. So if Fiflaa is a DJ and she wants to tell the story about mental wellness, man, come and sit we'll create a space for you to do that. So it's further than the music, because we are people.
Yeah, it goes much further.
It's much further than hip hop.
Any features on this EP / album?
Hey, shit, give it away. Yeah, I do. Some new talents. A guy named Oracle so far.
Huge.
No, not Huge the Oracle.
Okay,
Is my boy. But he's Oracola. He used to be. Oracola used to do. He actually entered Idols, came up top 20, and then he ventured into music, signed to Electro Mode, and kind of started his own career. He's on the song Pride, as well as my cousin who sings the hook. So he's an unknown completely, but his best friend used to be Double HP. So this was him just saying, hey, let me give this thing a try again. So there's a nice story that's tailed within that. I don't know if you guys know Carol Sipula. Carol she's an R&B singer. That's why I'm like saying the R&B feel I've got it's really dope. She sounds like Kiana Lede, is it Lede? That type of feel on the song. And then nobody else. Okay. I had a big feature last time with Verb. But this time I actually want to just try and actually finesse myself.
Some new I like it when you guys
new talent.
Yeah,
definitely.
Man. I'm always happy with that.
Artists are hard to deal with, man. Like people are busy. They're trying to live, trying to exist in a COVID pandemic. So like asking someone to do a track or even if they vibe with the track has become a lot more difficult. Just on the premise of people are aware of their mental well, and they just don't have time. So I was just like, hey man, let me look for other guys. Okay. So that's what you can expect.
Shut up, man. The joint is dope.
Yeah.
From a club DJ perspective, it's something I could even play at a club, you know?
Oh, yeah,
it's got that vibe, like, yo, pour me that glass, dog, you know?
and that's what that's the what I wanted to get out of it. It's like, let it hit you later. I to be honest with you, I don't care about the message right now, but at some point you'll listen.
Yeah.
You know? So if we can let it play in the club right now, half the job is done. And it's hard now, guys. It's not that there's been this whole narrative around Amapiano versus hip hop, you know, and it's a tough thing where you actually want to embrace both and say, hey guys, these are genres.
Yeah, they're just
they
music
just
at the end
embody
of
who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm still a diehard hip hop fan. And you'll find me at a Fiflaa gig bumping Lupe like hundreds, dog. hundreds.
expensive music.
Private school music.
Guys, thank you so much for coming through today. This was absolutely amazing. We've got the three-way in studio.
Yes.
Man, it was so dope. We got so much out of it. I can't wait for you guys to listen to the project. And that's a wrap from us. Since EP, we're out.
I thought you were gonna say that's a rat from us.
Come on.
That's a wrap.
You had one job.
One job.